So I decided to go with Woman's World, March 8th, 2021. Okay, so of course we're filling your week with smiles. March 7th through the 13th is Chocolate Chip Cookie Week. That's right. And here they give us a recipe to make a chocolate chip cookie milkshake. In a blender, add 1 1/2 cups of chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream, 1/4 cup and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Cover and blend on high until just smooth. Now you're going to pour your milkshake into the glass. Delicious finishing touches. Well, garnish it with a dollop of whipped cream, a handful of chocolate chips, and a chocolate chip cookie. Makes you one milkshake and probably tons of calories. Just saying. Okay. Let's see here. It says, I'm trying to start here where it's, they don't put these in order anymore, and that gets my week all befumbled. Okay. Now, on Wednesday, March 10th, it's the Festival of Life in the Cracks Day. Now, what does that mean? Feel spring hopeful. On a holiday that celebrates the first signs of spring, what better way to enjoy the fresh air than taking a bike ride? It can boost your brain power, says one researcher in the Journal of PLOS1 in their 8-week study of 100 adults over the age of 50 who rode a bike outside for 90 minutes a week and saw improvement in the brain function, especially in the brain region. And that helps with planning, organizing, and completing tasks. Even those who rode e-bikes, which require little physical activity or exercise, reaped big benefits. Looking for the best biking spot? Visit TrailLink, that's TrailLink.com, for user-reviewed bike trails in your area, as well as phone and trail maps. Now, on Thursday, March 11th, that's National Popcorn Lovers Day. We want you to savor the flavor, so give store-bought cheesecake a delicious upgrade with this popcorn topping created by the pros at Woman's World Test Kitchen. To make this salted caramel cinnamon popcorn cheesecake in a microwave-safe cup, mix 1/2 cup caramel sauce, 1/4 teaspoon sea salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Now you're going to microwave until melted. That takes about 15 seconds. In a large bowl, you're going to toss 8 cups of air-popped popcorn with the caramel mixture to coat. Now you're going to spread the popcorn evenly on the greased baking sheet. Bake 25 minutes at 250 degrees. Let it cool. Break up into large pieces of mixture and sprinkle on the cheesecake slices and top it with the caramel sauce. Now on Friday, March the 12th, I like this holiday. It is National Plant a Flower Day. Nurture beauty. Get a head start on spring by planting flowers inside. Pansies can be grown from seed indoors, and it can be very rewarding, says the plant pro Gretchen Mason of Merrifield Garden Center at Greenhouse Girl 94 on Instagram. She advises using a seed starting mix of potting soil is much lighter and will allow the delicate roots to grow more easily. They should bloom before the last frost, about 8 weeks. Then you can bring them outside to your garden or use the pansy blooms in the kitchen. They're edible. What a fun idea to garnish your salads or freeze in a water-filled ice cube tray and add to your drinks. Okay, now Saturday, March 13th. This is another good holiday. Mark it down, people. It's National Good Samaritan Day. We want you to feed your heart. Spread the love on this holiday. It's going to provide a nudge to show compassion for those in need, and you'll feel happier. Studies show that the helper's high, which is the euphoria felt after performing a kind act, leaves 78 people feeling more upbeat and less stressed. Even better, you can experience that joy without even leaving your house. Consider donating knitted blankets to the animal shelters organizations like snugglesproject.org, and that's SNUGGLES project, project.org, O-R-G, or catch out at catchafire.org, catchafire.org, O-R-G, where you'll find hundreds of virtual volunteer opportunities, from writing thank you notes to nonprofit groups to doing online research. It's a win for you and those who you help. Okay, guess what? It's time for our riddle of the week. Time after time, what occurs in a minute, twice in a moment, and never in 1,000 years? Now think on that. What occurs once a minute, twice a moment, and never in 1,000 years? Start your week off with a laugh. It's got a lady here and a mouse, two mouses in a cage with cheese and a puzzle, and it looks like they're trying to play the puzzle as a video game. It says it's a different generation, so they must be studying the mice in the little cage who's doing the video game. It's adorable. Okay, here's a little joke for you. What do penguins wear on their feet at night? Penguins night, wearing it on their feet. What could it be? Slippers. Let's see here. We're going to keep on going. Oh, you want the answer to the riddle, of course. What occurs once in a minute, twice in a moment, and never in 1,000 years? Well, the answer is the letter M, like Mary. M. Okay, we're moving forward. They have a wonderful article in here, and it really brought tears to my eyes. It's called The Power of Love. Small acts of love help us achieve our biggest dreams. After the heartbreak of losing her husband and falling on hard times, Kate Peabody and her son Kafa have flourished thanks to many helping hands. Today she's paying the amazing kindness shown to her forward, offering a helping hand up to other moms in need. Do you know where I can get a car seat? A caller asked Pensacola's Florida social worker Kate Peabody. The woman on the phone was not one of Kate's clients, but the grandmother who was raising 2 grandchildren and just didn't know where else to turn. Unfortunately, the agency didn't have the budget to provide goods, but Kate felt compelled to help the woman and told her she'd meet her at Walmart. You're an angel, the grateful mom thanked Kate, who purchased a car seat for her. I've been where you are now, Kate said, and I never could have made it without helping hands from so many others. You're my first opportunity I've had to pay that love forward. The blessing of kindness. Kate had been in the U.S. studying journalism when the Civil War broke out in her homeland of Liberia, and her family lost everything. My father can't pay any more tuition, she told her professor, who, impressed her abilities, had become Kate's mentor. You're not quitting, the professor had insisted, getting Kate's fees waived and finding her a slot in the school's work-study program. Deeply grateful, Kate had studied hard and after graduation got a job at Pensacola newspaper, where she met and eventually married fellow refugee Alvin. But not long after their son Calliope was born, Alvin fell ill. Your kidneys are failing, the doctor had pronounced to the stricken couple. Soon Kate's husband could no longer work for the year and lived on Kate's single paycheck before she was laid off. Unable to find another job, Kate had come across a local university starting a social work master's program. Kate had decided to apply and not only got in, but she was given free tuition and a stipend. And the help didn't stop there. Save your gas money and ride with me, the classmate Tricia had invited. I'll drop Kaifa off at school, a neighbor had offered, as another friend shuttled Alvin to and from medical appointments. Groceries and gift cards had appeared regularly at the family doorstep, and when the local food bank had offered free garden plots, the couple's friends Anna and Bill had even helped Kate plant so she would have fresh vegetables. They also celebrated when Kate received her MSW, and a month later set long nights with Kate during Alvin's final hours. After his passing, Kate had pieced her life back together, but she never forgot those who helped her. "Someday I'm going to love paying it forward," she vowed, and when she got the call from the grandmother in need, she knew the time had come to fulfill that promise. "You have everybody inside this village, this community, with one hand touching another, pulling one another," she told her sisters, Elizabeth and Louise, "and I want to do more than help people in need." And with their help, Kate launched the nonprofit, the villagehands.org. And that's THEVILLAGE, hands, HANDS.org, ORG. Paying it forward. Setting up a Village Hands Facebook page to connect moms in need with baby clothes, furniture, and other donated goods, Kate Vision became a reality. New mom Rochelle Wiley had been laid off from her waitressing job in the pandemic, but her infant son Celius was still growing. "He needs winter clothes," she told Kate, who had arrived with 2 huge bags of clothes, one for now, and a second bigger one was room for him to grow in. Let's see, I lost my place. I apologize. She also brought books and toys, and most importantly, hope. "When it's time to go back to work, what's your dream job?" Kate asked. "To become a phlebotomist," Rachel replied. "But I have to work and go back to school. I'm not sure I could do that and raise Celius." But after Kate shared her story, Rachel thought, maybe with help, I can. Currently, Kate offers a helping hand to 27 moms and 66 children. Kayafa, now 23, helps her collect and deliver donations, organizing the furniture, toys, and boxes of baby clothes waiting for their new homes. "I want these moms to grow wings of their own and soar," Kate smiles, "because I am proof that with help and love we all achieve our dreams." The author was Bill Home. And I think that's the most wonderful story, and I wish I could show you these pictures. 3 creative ways to give back to your quote-unquote village. Create a mini pantry. Go to the littlefreepantry.org to find a mini pantry in your area where you can place canned goods, toilet paper, personal hygiene products, and other essentials to help neighbors in need. Feeling crafty? Well, the website offers instructions to build your own mini pantry, where you can place it and how to register it so that it's easily accessible to the whole community. Number 2, upcycle your old furniture. Give gently used furniture to families in need by visiting donationtown.org, and that's DONATIONTOWN.org. Type in your zip code, choose a charity to support, and then schedule a free donation pickup. You can also go to facebook.com, click the marketplace, and look in the furniture that people are giving away free. If you score a free find, you can go organize a pickup by Goodwill or Salvation Army. The third one, enhance your library. Have extra books taking up space on your shelf? Go to the littlefreelibrary.org, click map, and type in your zip code and find a mini library in your area where you can drop off your gently used books for a neighborhood bookworm to enjoy. No little library in your area? Take those books to your local library, hospital, or schools to restock their shelves. Or go to the Candy Kitchen in Tuscola, Illinois. They greatly will appreciate books for kids and adults. Okay. Yes, it's got me a little weepy-eyed. I apologize. Okay, more natural health news. Pain relief in just minutes. Okay, they add a tip here. It says black and green tea compounds, which are phenolics, calm inflammation, and Purdue scientists say a splash of lemon juice triples the absorption of these ache enders. On a chilly day, nothing beats cozying up with a fun game of needlepoint project. The catch? Repetitive motions and extra setting time tightens your muscles and irritates nerves, leading to aches, explains neurosurgeon Dirk Ritter, MD. Luckily, these fixes work out kinks fast. Okay, sore neck, you want to press and stretch. Neck muscles work hard when you're looking down at a book or a phone, making us up to 76% more likely to feel a strain. The fix? Firmly press the spot where it aches, Then slowly rock your head from side to side until you feel a big stretch. Now you're going to hold for 40 seconds and then release. Canadian scientists say activating a muscle while applying pressure relaxes spasm fibers and it soothes the ache. Achy wrist? Well, try a quick dip. Repetitive motions like knitting triple the risk of wrist pain. Luckily, in the research of physical therapy found that submerging your wrists in a sink of cool water while opening and closing your hands offers relief in 60 seconds. The study co-author Maria Sandoval, the PhD, says that the sudden temperature drop calms irritated nerves while the gentle motion relaxes your tight muscles. You have a backache? Well, stand in the door or stop in the doorway. Not stand, stop. Stretching your shoulder blades, loosening your muscles, flushes out pain-triggering inflammation in 1 minute, says scientists at the Pennsylvania Arcadia University. To do this, stand in a doorway with your hands on the top of the frame at eye level. Step forward until you feel a stretch in your chest. You're going to hold it for 10 seconds. Then step backwards until you feel a pull across your upper back. Hold it for 10 seconds. You're going to repeat twice. Adds orthopedic, I'll say it here in a minute. Orthopedic surgeon Anthony Corey, MD, doing this can even prevent pain, like relaxed back muscles make proper posture easier. You have tight hips? Well, do a bed stretch. Sitting stiffens your muscles in the thighs and doubles the risk of hip tightness and even pain. Try sitting on your bed with your feet on the floor and then lie back on your feet and feel the stretch down the front of your thighs. Now, the British scientists say that limbers up your tight hips in 60 seconds. Plus it cuts soreness up to 72% in 3 times daily. Brenda Kearns is the author. Wiggle around, regularly squirming in your seat cuts your risk of pain and stiffness in half, says the UCLA scientist. Any easy motion, like even squirms and wiggles, releases muscles tension before it can build up to a trigger of painful spasms. Okay. Moving forward. Feel like a kid again. Oh, doesn't that sound wonderful? Trust me, when you get older, it does. Winter may be gray and chilly, but you can stay healthy and happy with comforting remedies that bolster your youthful well-being. This is in their health news section. Did you know that smiling adds 7 healthy years? Like Annie's song says, you never fully dressed without a smile. And regularly putting one on can add up to 7 healthy years to your life, says scientists at Wayne State University in Detroit. Grinning causes a dramatic dip in stress hormone cortisol, which has been linked to an increased risk of life-shortening conditions like diabetes, heart disease, and even stroke. Easy aches with a cream latte. Did you know that when chilly weather causes stiff knees or creaky joints to flare up, take a moment to relax with a hot drink? Now simply warm a mug of 8-ounce coconut milk and then stir in 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, ginger, and turmeric. A Stanford University study found that this tasty brew can even cut the aches by 63%. Now delivering better results than aspirin or even ibuprofen. Thanks goes to the spices of the pain-killing anti-inflammatory compounds and plant fats found in the coconut milk that boost the healing of strained muscles, tendons, and tissues. To do a puzzle, well, the jigsaw puzzle soared in popularity this year as folks rediscovered how relaxing they truly are. And German scientists say that working on a puzzle when you're achy triggers the release of the GABA, G-A-B-A, a hormone that erases pain in 10 minutes. Think faster. They say wine and cheese, but I don't think you need it, so we're going to skip that. Enjoyful, blissful quiet. Closing your eyes and quieting your thoughts for 10 minutes a day wards off age-related shrinking in areas of the brain linked to the memory. This reveals an 18-year University of Wisconsin-Madison study. In fact, researchers say one medication master who practiced this daily had the brain age or working memory and focus 8 years younger than his biological age. How cool is that? Now, they say you can sharpen your hearing by listening for the guitar. A fun game that ensures that you'll never miss a word. Switch on some tunes and try to home in on the lead guitar or recognize when the piano comes in. The Northwestern University scientists found exercises like this has improved participants' hearing by up to 65%. Now, this is going to strengthen your brain's ability to process what you hear, allowing you to tune into important sounds and filter out the background noise. Now, it says, or you could rinse your ears. Hardened earwax distorts hearing. Luckily, University of Texas scientists say add a few drops of warm mineral oil to your ears once daily for 5 days. This loosens the wax so it can be expelled, keeping hearing sharp for up to 2 months. Okay, it says if you how to halt hair loss with a rosemary massage. When levels of scalp nurturing hormone estrogen dip, it contributes to the thinning hair for up to 66% of women. Now the fix is mix 5 drops of rosemary essential oil into 1 ounce of almond oil. Massage it into your scalp for 3 minutes before you shampoo it out. The herb's nutrient nourish damaged follicles and boost the blood flow. Research in SkinMed found it effective at combating hair loss in the drug Mendixil. Or try a tug. It says give your locks a soft tug for 2 minutes a day. A study in the E-Plasty found that doing so activates hair growth, so it increases the genes to help the diameter of each strand. Well, I need that, okay, because I'm trying to grow my hair out so I can donate. Nix muscle loss with protein this way. To dodge the muscle loss that affects women by the age of 60, divide your protein intake throughout the day. A study found in nutrients found that getting 30% of your calories from each meal of the protein-rich foods like eggs and chicken provides a constant source of fuel to build the metabolism-revving muscle tissue. Or let the sun in. Now listen to this. Sitting by a sunny window helps the body produce tissue-building vitamin D. A study of clinical endocrinology found that this cuts your risk of muscle loss by 50%. Now that's kind of interesting. Okay, moving forward. That's why you hear the page turning. Some say I need this, but I don't think so. It's part of my PCOS. I'm always irritable. But it says, ask America's ultimate experts. Help, I'm irritable all the time. When you go find yourself unusually cranky or over old grievances that could be to blame, here's how forgiveness can help you heal and move on. Uncover why. Take a moment. Irritability is confusing and unfortunately emotion that often leads to us to snap at others, says expert Susan Friedman, the PhD. For example, I can feel irritable when talking with my daughter, but if I don't stop and think about the cause, I can blame it on her, when in reality it's about a past argument with a friend. In fact, such hidden grudges, large and small, are often at the root of all of our crankiness, and just taking a moment to sit with our feelings helps us see that the key to soothing a bad mood is often forgiveness. Acknowledge pain. It's easy to believe that forgiving someone is an undeserved gift, says Lisa Turkist, but it's not about them. It's about your healing. Just grab a 3x5 card and list how you've been hurt on each card, she suggests. This gives you a visual, marked moment. Seeing the cards help you recognize in black and white who or what is behind your anger or anxiety. Irritability is eased when we know what it's trying to tell us. Do it for you. When we overcome the resentment toward someone, not by denying our right to that anger, but by trying to offer them compassion, we can come to forgiveness, says Friedman, extending the empathy eases stress that causes irritability. And I don't have my glasses on, so forgive me on that. Forgiveness can be just a change of heart involving a decrease in negative thoughts. It's not the same as reconciliation. It's something that you can do by yourself and for yourself. Move forward. Take a load off. It's easier to forgive when we allow a higher power to help. Whatever my feelings will not allow for, God will surely cover, says Turkis. Forgiveness is my cooperation that God is already doing, because it doesn't start with me, it can flow freely to me. Another way to allow for this peace of mind is to repeat the Serenity Prayer, advises expert Fred Luskin, PhD. This brings awareness to what you can and cannot change. And sometimes that's the internal action of forgiveness yourself for past regrets. Send love ahead. Forgiveness shouldn't be reserved for old grudges. It's a daily pattern for intention for daily life, says Turkist. When you get up in the morning, consider sending forgiveness ahead of you that day. Just tell yourself that I recognize there are people carrying around hurt, but I refuse to participate in that. This way, when someone is rude or cuts you off in line at the coffee shop, you already have a resilient heart and the actions won't weigh in on you. Be patient with yourself. Just remember that when you can't yet forgive, it's not a failure. It's a continual process, promises Turkhurst. It takes a while, and the anger and irritability will sometimes bubble up, she says. It's not that your hurt isn't real. It's just that you don't need to hold on to the resentment. You can heal your heart and move on stronger and happier. The expert panel is Susan Friedman, the PhD and Professor of Human Development at the University of Northern Iowa, where she studies psychology of forgiveness. Lisa Turkhurst is a president of Proverbs 31 Ministry and the best-selling author of Forgiving What You Can't Forget. More at lisaturkhurst.com. Fred Luskin is a PhD at the director of Stanford University Forgiveness Project and a professor at the Institute for Transpersonal Psychology. That was a really good article. Moving forward. Oh, I always like this. Organize your home. Is that really the next page? Are we moving that far ahead? We are. That's pretty cool. Okay, outsmart the germ hotspots. Yikes, bacteria can build up in the most unlikely places. Here's how to help. Lift that keyboard grime with a vodka cocktail. Keyboards are often among the dirtiest surfaces because every time we touch them, we transfer bacteria that lives on our skin, fingernails, and hands. Just combine 1/2 cup vodka with 10 drops of lavender essential oil. Dampen a cloth and wipe the keys. The antibacterial properties in the solution sterilize the keyboard instantly. It says sanitize sponges with a microwavable zap. Because they're wet at room temperature, sponges have the salmonella and E. coli, says Jennifer Quillen, a PhD, a professor of nutrition sciences of Philadelphia Drexel University. The fix: dampen your sponge and microwave on high for 1 minute every other day. This kills 99% of bacteria in between zaps and simply lets the sponge air dry. Kill sink bugs instantly with a sprinkling of borax. Researchers show that 45% kitchen sinks harbor bacteria because germs from dirty dishes multiply in moist environment. To disinfect without effort, simply sprinkle borax on the bottom of the basin, then spray with vinegar. You're going to let it sit for 1 hour, rinse it with hot water. The borax will lift grime while the vinegar kills the bacteria. To ward off the bacteria in washing machines, with a vinegar cycle. Now, bacteria from dirty clothes can linger inside your washing machine, contaminating them items that you launder later. To banish the germs, add 1 quart of vinegar to the detergent dispenser. Add an empty load on the hottest setting. For a front loader, fill the detergent dispenser 3/4 of the way with vinegar. The acetic acid in the vinegar kills both the foodborne and fecal bacteria. Okay. Moving forward. I hate that the cameras are not working because you can't see the cute little pictures. It's got 2 frogs. They're looking at a fly flying by and a spider hanging down. It says he has his food delivered. Isn't that the cutest? I wish you could see it. Okay, here's an instant awe. They show a picture of, well, it looks like Montana. Beautiful mountains, some pine trees, and a gorgeous lake with 2 little paddle boats and a bridge. It says, take a moment to leave your worries behind and lose yourself in loveliness. There's joy in the mountains. There's life in the fountains. Small clouds are for sailing. Blue skies prevailing. The rain is over and gone. William Wadsworth. Now we have a moment for you. You are so much more than than enough. Sometimes we worry that we don't measure up, but you absolutely do. You are smart and strong and kind, capable, likable, and even lovable, impressive and important, a powerful force in the world on the path to living dreams, destined to come true. You rock. Oh, here we go. What you've all been waiting for, the horoscope. For the week of Sunday, March 7th to Saturday, March 13th. Pisces, that's February 19th through March 20th. You could clash with a loved one on the 11th. Instead of sweeping the issue under the rug, talk through it. Around the 13th, you'll enjoy a burst of loving energy. Channeling it into your creative pastime can feel fulfilling. Your lucky days, March 10th, 12th, 13th. Your lucky numbers, 1, 2, and 7. If you're an Aries, that's March 21st through April 19th. Initiate a group project comes easily on the 9th. Collaborators will applaud your passion. Then you'll be compelled to set an intention related to well-being around the 12th. Carve out time to get clear on your vision. Your lucky days, March 9th, 10th, and 13th. Your lucky numbers, 9, 11, and 12. If you're a Taurus, that's April 20th through May 20th. On the 7th, pursuing an eye-opening experience can prove enlivening, so you want to go for it. Then mediate a new way to cooperate with a friend that's causing a close to your heart come the 10th. Let your intuition lead the way. Now your lucky days are March 7th, 8th, and 12th. Your lucky numbers are 9, 11, and 18. If you're a Gemini, that's May 21st through June 20th. You'll be itching to soak up the knowledge on the 8th. Diving into a new book or class can be satisfying. On the 11th, be prepared to have an important heart-to-heart with a loved one. You're going to feel even closer as a result. Your lucky days, March 8th, 9th, and 10th. Your lucky numbers, 5, 14, and 18. If you're a Cancer, that's June 21st through July 22nd. On the 10th, open up to a loved one about speaking with an emotional issue. Speaking your truth is empowering. You may be dreaming of the future travel on the 13th. Let your imagination run wild. Your dreams will come true. Your lucky days, March 10th, 12th, and 13th. Your lucky numbers, 8, 9, and 12. If you're a Leo, that's me, August 3rd. It says, July 23rd through August 22nd. Starting the 9th, you may be dreaming up new ways to invest. Get all the details and dive in. Then you'll be feeling especially sensitive on the 12th. Opening up about your needs can set a heartwarming tone for your bonds. Your lucky days, March 10th, 12th, and 13th. Your lucky numbers, 1, 8, and 7. If you're a Virgo, that's August 23rd through September 22nd. Brainstorm ways to tackle a goal with a friend on the 11th. Let your dreamy, imaginative side shine. Come the 13th, having heartfelt talks with friends can help you feel heard and steer you down a harmonious path in joy. Your lucky days are March 7th, 8th, and 13th. Your lucky numbers, 6, 7, and 16. If you're a Libra, that's September 23rd through October 22nd. You're going to be feeling extra expressive on the 7th. Open up to a loved one that can make you feel even more seen. Then kick off a new wellness routine around the 10th. Even a few small tweaks like taking walks can make a major difference. Your lucky days, March 8th, 9th, and 10th. Your lucky numbers, 5, 6, and 9. If you're a Scorpio, October 23rd through November 21st. A burst of confidence can help you feel more assertive within a relationship on the 9th. You won't regret speaking your truth come the 12th. You'll be inspired to get artistic project going. A playful approach can turn work into fun. Your lucky days, March 11th, 12th, and 13th. Your lucky numbers, 4, 5, and 8. If you're a Sagittarius, that's November 22nd through December 21st. Reflect on ways that you can transform money-making approach on the 8th. Emotions can overshadow facts, so hold off on taking action until you have clarity. On the 13th, and initiate a home revamp. It'll boost your sense of security. Your lucky days, March 10th, 12th, and 13th. Your lucky numbers, 2, 3, and 4. Capricorn, that's December 22nd through January 19th. You may want to tend to an old emotional wound. On the 9th, journaling or sharing feelings help you cope. Around the 11th, brainstorm with friends that comes naturally. What you dream up could lead to a promising project. Your lucky days, March 10th, 12th, and 13th. Your lucky numbers, 2, 3, and 10. Aquarius, that's January 20th through February 18th. On the 11th, you're going to feel a burst of buoyant energy, making it easy to express yourself. Use it to make sweet memories with a loved one. Then come up with a new strategy for bolstering your portfolio on the 12th. Don't be afraid to dream big. Your lucky days, March 8th, 9th, and 10th. Your lucky numbers, 2, 5, and 11. Okay. You deserve good things. Something good will happen today. Every new day brings something to give thanks for, something to savor or treasure, something to celebrate, something to release and make peace with, or something to reach for, something to remember fondly or look forward to, something that makes life what it is, beautiful. And love and laughter, last but not least. They got a beautiful little girl here who is 3 years old, and they put by her picture Miss Photogenic. Her name is Corey, submitted by Mother Sierra Washington from Texas. They have a beautiful, handsome 2-year-old little boy named Elijah. He's cute and cozy, all got in his sweater and his little stocking cap. And it was submitted by grandmother Linda Manny from Pennsylvania. And they've got a cartoon character where a bird is trying to get, it looks like some seed from a bird feeder, and a squirrel is already at the squirrel feeder. It says, I'm entitled to use the bird feeder. I'm a flying squirrel. Kind of interesting. Okay, we've got 2 people here that look like they're sharing a shake. It says, my favorite childhood memory is being a child. That's kind of interesting in itself. I wish you could see the cartoon. They've got a beautiful 20-month-old little girl. And it says, strutting my stuff, and her name's Adley. And it's submitted by Mother Rachel Oakes out of Illinois. Okay, they've got a handsome little kitty cat here. Kind of looks like Sammy. It says, I love being me outside. And it's submitted by Debbie Bolin from East Fairfield, Vermont. And they have him on a leash, so he is definitely an inside kitty cat. They've got a llama. It looks like looking inside a car, so it must be one of those like drive-through where you can view the animals. And this little boy is 11 months old. He is quite the little character. His name is Nash. He's got his mouth open and the beautiful bluish-gray eyes you've ever seen. Says it's submitted by Mother Madison McBride from Florida. It says, he's right behind me, isn't he? And the quote of the day, to succeed in life, you need 3 things, a wishbone, a backbone, and a funny bone. Reba McEntire. And I hope that you pick up this Woman's World March 8th, 2021, because it will not let you down, and it will bring you joy and happiness and lift your spirits, which is the most important. Well, I hope you're taking care. You're keeping your social distance. You're washing your hands. When you can't, you're using your hand sanitizer. You're always wearing your mask. Good night, and God bless.